let's understand a little bit about um, a service manager. Right now, the role that we are trying to get people ready would be an IT service manager, right? And that's a person that would be managing service end to end. In your opinion, what certifications can help an IT service manager to reach that career path?
This is a fantastic question. Uh, Now, before answering the question, let us look at what is the role of a service manager. The role of a service manager is to take care of the end-to-end implementation and delivery of services within an organization. The person will be responsible for the provisioning of the services, the delivery of the services, and in many cases, they'll also be responsible for all the people and the budgeting part of it. This is the complete picture that is there from a service manager perspective. And that to me is an ideal service manager role. Someone who is implementing, delivering and provisioning, delivering the services, managing the budget and people. That would be a holistic role, and it would be a fantastic thing if someone has this on their resume. To me, that person would be the epitome of what IT can deliver to an individual or to an organization as such. To make that happen, the person ideally should first obviously start at the foundation. They would have completed the foundation. After that, if I were the person, or also from a people-centered perspective, when we advocate for this particular role, we would start with something like a CDS, create, deliver, and support. The person should understand what it is to be able to, like the name says, create, deliver, and support the services that are there, which also includes everything about the provisioning of the services, manage it on a day-to-day basis, provide the right level of service levels for their organizations and to their customers, whoever is working with that. That would be the first step that I would take, create, deliver, and support. The other thing which I am keen on looking at is the DPI part of it, direct, plan, and improve. Because once you provision these services and they start delivering the services, you should on an ongoing basis look at what things are, how things are working, and where are the areas of improvements on an ongoing basis. These are the two primary certifications I would look at. But along with that, like what we said, the magic of what ITIL has is in the practices. Everyone will realize what is happening through the practices. This is where people will get their hands dirty. I would also suggest that the person look at MSF. MSF is monitor, support, and fulfill. This is a part of the practice manager's stack. It would be good for the person to have hands-on knowledge on the practices as well, the most important practices. Like what we say, 80% of the work happens at incident, problem, and change.
Right.
So in MSF, those are covered. So repeating it, CDS, DPI, and MSF would be the ideal certifications that the candidate can take to be a service manager initially. I hope that answers the question.
Absolutely. So I think that's an essential coverage. Another additional thing which I want to add, having looked at the content, is that in earlier versions, there was not too much focus on the behavioral aspect of a service manager per se. But what I see now is there is a big effort in terms of not just the best practice or the tool part, there's also an effort on how they should behave, what kind of behavioral attitude or aspects they should imbibe to become an effective service manager. So I think that's a new area that has been incorporated in all the modules in terms of what. So it's a deadly combination of best practice, right, which is where ITIL comes up with the technology integration so that the automation can happen, and the behavioral aspect, yeah, which we call human skills aspect or power aspect, whatever you want to call it. It's an interface of all these three things, which makes you a very, very, very impactful IT service manager in the end. Yeah. So thank you for that, Vivek.